I was not surprised at Zohran Mamdani. I was not surprised at Trump fawning over him. You know why, guys? People are like, why did Trump fawn over the socialist, communist, the guy he's called? One word, guys. Celebrity. It's celebrity. Okay, Trump worships celebrity. He does. If you have high ratings, Trump is like in awe of you. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you believe in. If you have high ratings, if you're popular, Trump will fawn over you. Zohran is popular in New York. Everyone in New York loves him. Loves him. They're rabid for him. Dude, Trump was hated in New York. Trump could never get good ratings in New York. It's like Zohran is like the king of Trump's city. And so Trump is like, wow, this guy. And I think Trump is like, oh, maybe if I play 𝗙𝗍𝗶𝗍𝗍, like I'll get into the cool rooms again. Right? Dude, into the locker rooms. Dude, he does. He wants, and I know it ain't happening. And in particular, though, can I just say that Trump unwittingly completely devastated the Republicans' midterm strategy. The question about the jihadist. Somebody asked Trump if he was standing next to a jihadist, and Trump was like, no, he's not a jihadist. This is a great guy. Love this guy. Like, basically, the entire midterm strategy for the Republicans was going to be, there's a jihadist. There's a communist jihadist in charge of the Democratic Party, right? Oh my God. Like the Democrats are now going to do a Muslim takeover. It was going to be the big selling point. And now they have a quote from Trump. Are you standing next to a jihadist? And he's like, no, this is an intelligent, capable, wonderful man. I want to give him a kiss on the mouth. Dude, the Republicans after this, like Stephen Miller went dark. Let's watch Trump trash the Republicans' midterm hopes, dude. Dude, I was so pleased watching this because I was like, oh my God, the Republican strategists are like, what is Trump doing? They're like, Trump, shut up. Trumpy, just shut the fuck up, please. Please stop. Dude, you could say, get yourself a partner who looks at you the way Trump looks at Zohran Mamdani. And I don't think you would be wrong.
We discussed ICE and New York City, and I spoke about how the laws that we have in New York City allow for New York City government to speak to the federal administration for about 170 serious crimes. The concerns that many New Yorkers have are around the enforcement of immigration laws on New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs, and most recently we're talking about a mother and her 2 children, how this has very little to do with what that is.
What we did is we discussed crime. More than ICE per se, we discussed crime. And he doesn't want to see crime.
Dude!
And I don't want to see crime.
And Trumpy is in love, bro. Trump in love, Trump in love, Trump in love with Mamdani. Trump in love, Trump in love. Dude, he is so smitten, bro. You know what this is? I'm telling you right now, it is a star crush. Okay? It is like somebody, it's like my girlfriend meeting Brad Pitt, right? It would be like me meeting Margaret Qualley. It's a star crush, okay? Dude, yeah, Zohran is the new Bubba, 100%. It is, dude. It is such a fucking star crush. It's like Trump's approval rating is 30%. Zohran's is like 80%. And Trumpy is like, please take me with you. Dude.
I have very little doubt that we're not going to get along on that issue. He wants to, and he said some things that were very interesting as to housing construction, and he wants to see houses go up. He wants to see a lot of houses created, a lot of apartments built, etc. And you know, we actually people would be shocked, but I want to see the same thing.
Dude, you know what I just thought of? You know what I literally just thought of? Here's another angle. Dude, if Zohran's building a bunch of new housing, I bet Trump wants to be in on this, right? I'm serious. Trump is probably like, how can we get in on this new housing, right? I mean, because he's effectively been booted out of New York. New York hates him. He probably sees Zohran as maybe his way of getting back into the New York market, right? Get his family in their building. And Zohran's like, yeah, I'll let you get in here and building if you let me get wins. You know, dude, he is like, he's trying to weasel his way in there, guys. Trying to weasel his way in.
It's going to happen. I did say that, you know, subject to what policies are being said. We had a meeting today that actually surprised me. He wants to see no crime. He wants to see housing being built. He wants to see rents coming down, all things that I agree with.
Dude, all Democrats want that. That's what's so dumb about this shit. All Democrats want no crime. All Democrats want more housing. All Democrats want housing to come down. Like, dude, we literally want all those policies. Trump is like a fucking moron, bro. Here's what I picture. Trump sits in a room and Stephen Miller follows him around and tells him all day long, Democrats want crime. Democrats are trying to cut your kid's dick off. Democrats are doing this. Democrats are doing that. And Trump's like, oh, really? Give me another Diet Coke. Give me another Diet Coke, Stevie.
We may disagree how we get there. The rent coming down, I think one of the things I really gleaned very much today, he'd like to see him come down, ideally, by building a lot of additional housing. Yeah. That's the ultimate way. He agrees with that, and so do I. But if I read the newspapers and the stories, I don't hear that. But I heard him say it today, and I think that's a very positive step. No, I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help, because I want New York City to be great. Look, I love.
Dude, did you hear that? I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help. Dude, everyone in the Republican Party is just like, fuck, bro. This was their big battle, guys. This was their big fight. This was fucking, like, Zohran is the jihadist, communist enemy who is anti-Trump, and he is the Democratic Party is now these radical leftists, and Trump is like, I love this guy. He's just like me. I'm going to help him as much as I can. Dude, he threw all of MAGA right under the bus, dude. That quote is amazing.
I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help, because I want New York City to be great. Look, I love New York City. It's where I come from. I spent a lot of years there. Now I'm right here. We took a big setback with the mayor that we had, named de Blasio. I thought it was a tremendous setback for the city. I think this mayor can do some things that are going to be really great.
Mr. President.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Mr. President.
Okay, how about you? Go ahead, please.
You're a billionaire. You have a different address nowadays than you used to. But you used to call New York City home. Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
Oh, my God. Would you feel comfortable living in New York under a Mamdani administration? He said, yes, I would. Dude, the Republicans, dude, he just shit on them so hard, bro. He, like, shit on them so hard. This is a fucking campaign ad right here, guys.
What makes you comfortable?
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought. I think I want him to do a great job, and we'll help him do a great job.
Mr. President, Republican 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗆𝗆 has campaigned multiple times by calling Zohran Mamdani a jihadist. Do you think you're standing next to a jihadist right now in the Oval Office?
No, I don't, but she's out there campaigning, and, you know, you say things sometimes in a campaign.
Isn't that sort of...
She's a very capable person.
Oh, fuck, he just threw Stefanik
you really
under the
have to ask
bus.
her about that, but I don't particularly. I think I met with I met with a man who's a very rational person. I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again, and I can say again, because New York was great. You know, when I came down to Washington initially, the city was so hot. It was doing great.
Dude, at this point, attention world, right? If you know 𝗙liche 𝗃𝗍𝗏, you need to call her right now because she is trapped under the bus. Okay, send help. She is under the bus. Okay, in fact, she's under a wheel right now. You need to go get her. All right, Trump fell in love with her opponent and just sank her goddamn campaign, bro. Dude, he is on the warpath, boss. I think he's on the warpath. I think he's getting even for the 427 Republican votes to release the Epstein files, right? He's like, all you had to do was support me on Epstein, and you all threw me under the bus. So now I'm fucking throwing your whole goddamn game. Oh, shit. There's no way he could have predicted that Trump was going to swoon like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's as surprised as anybody, dude. Oh, shit. Yeah. Dude, I know. Isn't it crazy? So 86 Democrats joined all the Republicans to denounce socialism. And then Trump meets with the guy who is basically the poster child of socialism. And Trump is like, I love this guy's policies. Affordability, man. We're like, I love this guy. He's not a jihadist. He's really cool. Yeah, I know I'm a fascist. Go ahead and just tell him I'm a fascist. Dude, the Republicans are shitting themselves. I feel like so much about this, like Trump just deflated all of their attacks were like jihadist, communist Democrats. And Trump was just like, no, man, this guy's none of that. Dude, they're so fucked. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.